All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another live stream. And this week, we're going to do a couple of what I believe to be very simple things. And I know a lot of you have asked me about these things, and I'm going to go over them. So, something very simple as syncing audio within Premiere Pro. And it might seem like a huge step to some people, but it really is super fast, and especially now these new features that they're coming up with are super easy. And when you record audio, what happens is at times you'll have it from two different sources, right? Let's say for right now I'm recording a video, but I'm also getting, so the camera that I'm recording video is getting a obviously some sound recorded within the video, but then I'll have another source, which is this mic right here, and that one is getting a different audio input, right? So it'll have, when I import all my footage, the footage from the video will have in that camera audio, and then this audio that I'm recording from the mic will have a different input, right? So then what happens is that since they're separate, I'm gonna have to sync them up in post. Now I know a lot of these, DJI mic, Highland, I think, well, obviously Rode has some as well. They have some that you could actually connect it straight to your camera, and then it'll record that audio. So instead of receiving the camera's audio mic, you'll use that mic or whatever external mic you have it clipped on. You see a lot of people recording it nowadays handheld, and then that'll be a different source, right? Well, I'm sorry, it'll be the same source when you export it into Premiere Pro or when you import it into Premiere Pro. And that way you don't have to, synchronize, or you don't have to make them match because it's already there, right? So it'll defeat that one step. So if you have that, you're good to go. But if you don't have it, or you just rather record from a different mic, a boom mic, just have different audio or high quality audio, you have a better mic to do that in, then you're gonna have to do this extra step, right? So as you can see right here on my screen, I'll have two different audio sources, right? The blue, it'll be the audio from the footage, which is the camera. And then we'll have this green one right here, which is an external mic audio that I recorded off camera, and I had it right here, as you could tell, on my shirt, this lav mic. So let's listen to what that sounds like. Let's listen to the audio from the camera at first. Here. What's up, y'all? Always here. Let me get to a part that actually have continuous audio, so I'm just gonna pump it up. In today's vlog, I'm showing you a regular day in my life, working from home as a videographer, and in today's vlog, I'm showing. So it sounds very exactly what it looks like. Like the camera's a little bit further away from me, and it sounds like you can hear the echo in the room. So it's that, right? Now, let's listen to the external mic, the lav mic. In today's vlog, I'm showing you a regular day. So it sounds a lot better, obviously, because the mic is on my shirt, so it's really close. And what happens is, obviously, you can tell that it's not synced up to the video, right? And that's what happens when you have an external source for audio, right? So what do? You have to sync them up. Now, there's a couple of ways you could do this. The first one is you could kind of go by the waveform, right? This, you can tell this audio is kind of clipped a little bit, but you could really go in there and kind of see the waveform. So you'd have to really get up in there and kind of make a match and be like, wait a minute, this one looks like it kind of went here, and that one kind of goes over there. I think these two might be here. These are clipped a little bit, so it looks like my volume was a little high on my mic, and you could kind of tell, well, maybe this might sync up here. I'm not sure. Let's see what it does. My mornings start out slow. First. So that's actually pretty close. I could actually go in a little bit more and be like, oh, wait a minute. It'll go right here, and I could move this a little bit, and then really kind of. My mornings start out slow. Coffee first. So it actually come pretty close. You could do it like that. Just match it by the wavelength, by the waveform. And if I actually mute the camera audio,
The mornings start out slow, coffee first. Then I check my planner.
Right, I'm obviously reading from a script, but it's all good, right? So that's one way to do it, and you can still kind of keep going and make sure it really fits in there, and just kind of move that. It looks kind of like that. I think that might be it.
Then I check my planner and sort out what actually needs to get done.
Right there, and the camera audio is muted, so that actually looks pretty good.
And sort out what actually needs to get done. Today's light, but it's all stuff that keeps me.
Right, so that's one way to do it. And then the other way to do it, which is even easier. So we covered first way to sync audio, just really zoom in and look at the wave form of the audio and try to make them match up, right? But let's say if you have a lot of clips and a lot of audio to sync up, it's going to take you a lot of time, right? And I like to do these that it's all about workflow with me. Make things a lot easier and faster so that way you don't spend time on these menial things that are important, but there's other ways that you can really streamline the process, right? So let's say, for example, I'm going to move this out of the way, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to unmute that track, and I'm going to highlight both of them. And then what I'm going to do is with the both clips highlighted, I'm going to right click. It's going to go like this. Animate edits, what's good? I'm going to right click, and then it's going to give me the drop down of the different options, a lot of options, and I'm going to go to synchronize. All right. So synchronize, and it's going to give me an option, this box right here, prompt, and it'll tell me synchronize clips. Do you want to do the clip start, the clip end? Is there a time code, a clip marker specifically? Or you could do it by audio track channel. So I wanted to source the first audio track channel because that's where the camera is. I wanted to go by that because that one's already coming out and synced in with the video, the footage. So I'm going to press OK on that. And then voila, it did it right there. So what we went into to kind of check it out, it is doing it right there on the screen. So instead of us looking at the waveform, that's plan D almost. But the first thing you want to do is that, right? And let's see what that sounds like. I'm going to mute the camera audio, and let's see what that sounds like.
And I'll show you a quick way to clean up your audio in Premiere Pro.
So that sounds pretty accurate right there. Okay, awesome. So that was pretty accurate. And what's going to happen now is there's a couple of things that could really make it happen. So what I did and what I do because sometimes the audio might be maybe a little bit too low on the camera, and what it'll do, the program, is if it can't read that audio that you want to sync it up to, it'll gray it out, and it won't even give you the sync option. And that's when we'll go to, looking at the wave form of the audio and kind of match it up. But there's one thing you get foolproof it, that you want to sync it. And that's what you'll see in a lot of films. They'll have those, in a lot of films, you'll see those clapboards. They'll have like time code on it, what scene it is, director, and it'll go, some guy will read it off. Hey, scene one, take one, whatever the movie title is, name, take one, action. And then boom, it'll clip it, right? And they do that clap for the audio sync. So what I'll do is, I'm not using a clipboard, so what I'm going to use is my hands, and that's why you'll see me about the clap right there. And that's what you can do as well. So if you have an external mic, before you start out, you want to just press record, get that audio, that room tone audio in case there's some air conditioning or whatever, and then you can really isolate your voice and cut that out. And also, you'll clap it right before you go in. So it's like, you'll clap it in, boom. And then that way, the lav mic will record my clap, and then the camera will record my clap, and then when I sync it in post, that'll be the signal of where to sync it to, right? And if we're going by waveform, sometimes they look a little bit different. You'll know, or you'll see by waveform, that clap on both. It'll really stick out because it's going to be really loud. All right. So I hope you guys are keeping up with me, and this is going to go like this.
1, 2, sync.
sounds really. There we go.
Sync.
Right there. I'm gonna do it again. Sync.
Sync.
Spank your hands together, right? And then that'll help it out. And then sometimes also you might want to raise the volume up a bit of the clip you're trying to sync to, the sound that you're trying to sync to, just so that way it has a reference to go. Because if the program can't hear what it's syncing to, then obviously it's not going to be able to work, right? And there you go. There you have it. I'm going to go through this step one more time, right? I'm going to go again out, and then we're going to highlight both clips. And then we're going to try to match it by waveform if we can. It'll go actually waveform if we can, or maybe not. Oh man, it's too hard. Highlight both of them again. I'll do it from here. Highlight both clips, right click, go all the. We're gonna go to synchronize. Audio track channel 1. And that's it.
Slow, coffee first. Then I check my planner, footage, cleaning up scratch audio. A regular day in my life, working from home as a videographer, and
voila. It's as simple as that. You don't have to hit up any other sound, anything like that. You could do it just right on there. 2 different clips. 2 different clicks, mouse clicks, and it's as easy as that. So I hope you guys learned something a little bit different today, and check it out. Let me know if you've gone through these steps and maybe it didn't work, or maybe you know if you use this and this is a regular part of your workflow. Yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. So, or if you have another tip that you'd like me to go over. All right. I appreciate you guys tuning in.